Tacos La Bamba. Give a plug to them because we just found out they do Taco Tuesday where they do $1 tacos. That's amazing. I definitely got to do a video here showing off these tacos. But anyway, we're going to be talking about the artwork. And as you can see, we're standing right in front of her artwork and it looks amazing. Could you tell us about it?
Yes. Well, Carlos has been nothing but supportive and helpful with the community from day one.
Okay.
He has always finding ways to connect, finding ways to help and support the way he can, which is a beautiful venue and food and different events that he's done in the past. So how can you say no to a person that has done so much, right? I remember he mentioned the Mexican flag, he mentioned the honestly, he gave me freedom, but I was really scared of trying the flag because to me it was a big deal to paint my own flag. I was afraid. I mean, I have to be realistic and honest with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of everything I do.
I understand.
Everything. But I'm glad I got that fear at the side and I say, you know, feel it. It's okay you feel afraid, but give it a try. And I'm so glad I did because it turned out to be a really welcoming part of this place. So
yeah, it pops as soon as you walk in. And the thing I want you to know about this is also there's other artists that she let me know, all of the artists that did their artwork here. And actually during the mural ride along that I did, I forgot one that's in front of this building, but what's awesome is I can understand the intimidation with all of this, but I can also understanding how happy you could be to be a part of this as a whole collective. And so I will say it stands out. Even though you have all of this other artwork, the flag, the story, the sunset to the sunrise or the sunrise to the sunset, however you look at it, I think it accumulates awesomely. So I will say that you did a great job at this and it's an awesome artwork that I think you need to see too.
Thank you.
If you haven't, and come on Tuesday, get you $1 taco because I'm definitely going to try that. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. Oh, actually, we're going to go outside because you said that you want to. You can actually talk about it right now.
Sure.
You helped out.
So the ones that we mentioned just a minute ago are by Morris Overman. He worked with his students on the outside. It was a collaborative, like beautiful effort of a group. Then he has another one beautiful inside, which has a really cool thing. In the dark, it glows.
That's what I was thinking. That looked like paint that glows in the dark.
Yeah. So that's like, it really, really makes this place even more special and inviting and unique. But there's one very special piece outside. Very respected and well-known and dear to us, Andy Ledesma.
Okay.
He was one of the persons that gave me the opportunity to hold a paintbrush to help out.
Gotcha.
I came to him and I saw him working on that mural, and I said, if you just let me wash your brushes so I can watch you paint. That's how I approached him.
Okay.
And he said, oh, no, you're painting. And I was like, oh, I get to paint with him. I was really excited. That's how I discovered the paint that I use until today. It's because of him introducing me to that paint. And so I have nothing but good memories. That was probably one of the beginnings, 2015, 2014. That's when I helped him.
Man, that's very significant.
It is.
Because that builds on, I can do this. Yeah. Man, that's awesome. So I'll show off that artwork also. But let's go ahead and move on to something else that you've done. All right, now we are here at JWilson's, and I'm gonna tell you, I did not know you had this much artwork around here. I guess when you come, they bring you to your table. You don't really see, you see the ones that you will see at your table. But man, this artwork is all around. And it's different experiences I get from looking at it. It's all different flowers, it's all different takes. So can you talk about what you were going through with this? It looks like you were just in your flower stage.
This is the fun thing about having pieces here. I can change them weekly, monthly. I mean,
Oh.
they're constantly changing.
Okay.
But the flower was really important. It was a really, really important period for me to do. And I say period because it's like, I hope to always go back to them if I love doing them. I love making them. But I'm always making new things like you saw on the other parts of it.
Yes,
Very
yes.
abstract, a lot of
Abstract,
texture.
very abstract, yeah.
But the important part about this one, and I was just having a conversation a minute ago, is that it was so important for me to do the flowers because it's a part of embracing beauty in every woman.
Gotcha.
I realized that we are very unique, just like a flower. But the problem is that the blue bonnet usually wants to be a sunflower, and the sunflower wants to look like a blue bonnet. And that's kind of the message. I'm like, you are that flower, embrace your beauty for your shape, for your color, for your leaves, for who you are.
Nice, nice.
And the thing is that there's not a flower that you see that you say it's not beautiful.
Yeah.
The same thing with women. We're like, oh, she's pretty, she's not pretty. That's not such a thing.
Not such a thing.
They're all beautiful in their own way. And that's kind of the message with the flowers. So that's why I'm really into them.
Okay, okay. That's an awesome message. Now, explain to me the abstract one. What were you going through when you did those?
Okay, are you talking about the painting or the texture?
The paintings ones. Yeah, that's the one you did, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So some of the abstract ones is that if I'm painting flowers, the leftover of my paintbrush is either I put it on the sink and wash off, or I take the paintbrush and make a stroke somewhere.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a way to recycle the last little bit of paint that I have in my brush to spread it somewhere.
Gotcha.
So that's how you come up with those.
Oh.
But then I go a little bit farther. Then my palette will have dry paint that it was 2014, the first time I saw, like I peel a little piece and I'm like, wow, this is so pretty. And it was like a surprise because I see what is on top.
Yeah.
But it's really hard, like you cannot guess what you're gonna find under.
Yeah, yeah.
So the first time I peel it off, I'm like, oh, this is so good. And I started saving them for myself. I said, who's gonna care for this? Who's gonna like it? A couple years later, someone mentioned how much they liked that.
Okay.
I'm like, I love it so much, but I don't think anybody else will care for it.
Gotcha.
That was the end of it. I'm like, this is something that I think is important to put up there. I'm recycling the very last bit of the paint instead of throwing that away.
Yeah.
I'm recycling and it's becoming a beautiful piece.
Yeah, that is awesome.
That's how that one became to be.
Okay.
And it's called Until the End.
Until the end, that makes sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
hasta el fin. And I make them tiny that you can hold in your hand to as large as the one in the back.
Got you. Okay, okay. Well, that's an awesome meaning to go with it. That's why I love that you wanted to do this, because it really does bring insight into something that you would normally just say, oh, this looks so good. When you know the story of it now, it actually brings new life to it. So thank you so much for that. We're going to move on, but thank you, JWilson's, for letting us just be inside here and talk to you about your paints.
Thank you.
So we're at another electrical box, and I love the colors of this one. This kind of reminds me of the bike one where I was trying to find out if it was a sunset or sunrise. And also, to clarify, you let people know this is a bridge and not a spindle top. So tell me about this one.
This one, there was a spot, like sunrises are a big thing for me, as are sunsets. Before I discovered sunrises at Cattle March, I used to come back here where the bridge, the Neches River Bridge is. And I always love if I ever got to see it open or if I ever got to see the train going through it.
Yeah.
So I really fell in love with that bridge.
Gotcha.
Again, I cannot paint something I have not a connection with, I haven't seen or embraced. So I remember, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that bridge. It's so hard though. So many lines and angles. But I decided that I was gonna embrace that sunrise, the shadow of the bridge in the morning where you can see just black.
Oh.
So that's kind of the idea why
awesome.
I'm using the dark part of it, and it is a sunrise in this case.
Okay, it's a sunrise.
But everybody
Gotcha.
loves the towers or oil towers, or what do you call them?
Yeah, spindle tops.
Yes, everybody goes,
yeah.
oh, I love your spindle tops. I'm like, they're the Neches Bridge, which, you know.
Yeah, but it's also because I don't know how many people appreciate the nature's bridge, the nature's area over there as much. We used to go there. Me and her used to go there all the time because the little walkway. And I really hope that Beaumont, when they open it up, they utilize the space that's there, because there's a gazebo. There's even a place where you could perform, like with the seats and like a mini stadium. And so when we would walk there, we were like, oh, there's so many good spots here. So that bridge is a staple. So it's awesome. It's awesome to see. It's awesome to see.
I think it's going to be embraced more, and we do need to be aware that we have beautiful things. If anybody gets to see the train going through it,
I've seen
it's
it.
just magical.
It is. You can always hear it too.
Yes.
But this is an awesome work, and like you said, to get lines correct like that and to freehand it like that, amazing. And you said this one was a sunrise, and you can tell with the sun here. And I'm going to show you on those pictures, but like I say, pictures don't do it justice. You definitely need to come out here, and every artwork we're going to put the address by it so that you can definitely come by and see it. We're going to move on. Thank you. Now this is an interesting one. This goes to the point of when in the video I said that it didn't look like you had did one of these pieces that you did, but now talking to you, it's understandable because you have it here in this and friends, so it makes sense. So I would love to know the story behind this box.
Okay, this one was really truly for a group of young kids to just have the feeling and experience what it was like to be outside painting. Okay. Like they felt for the peer they work with me that they were part of this movement with the electric boxes, but they were able to actually get dirty and get their stroke there. Gotcha. The main goal with this one was to embrace Beaumont. So as you see around the box, you're gonna find different staples. The San Jacinto building is my favorite building in Beaumont, downtown. The clock, I always put it as 5 o'clock somewhere for a reason. Then you have the, what do you call it? The fire hydrant? Yes, you have that. We embrace that. We have the Jefferson. We have little icons. Patillo's Barbecue. We decided to do the chicken. And I put a little sign on the top that says, eat more cow. You know how the cow says eat more chicken? Chicken, yeah. So we had fun with this one. That's funny, we have a little dinosaur, little pizza slice. I make them. This was such a good experiment for me. Because I said, you are gonna have to give me your plan of what you're gonna do and what colors you're gonna use. Oh, okay. So it's almost like, give me your plan, and we're gonna work it, and we're gonna stick to it. Gotcha. So these little kids show up with a piece of paper with the pizza, and the pizza is yellow, green, and blue. And I'm like, okay, that's your plan. So everybody, it was like a real taste of what it's like to do a commission for somebody. Gotcha. There's wonderful things throughout it, but one of them is a little character. Her name is Lexi, and that was created by Jennifer Aguilar. Okay. Jennifer Aguilar has been my right hand since she was 13 years old. She's done everything and anything with me. Like, we've gone places, and she can read my mind, and that's not a joke. I look around and I look like I'm lost, and she just hands me exactly what I need, and I'm like, thank you. Like, I didn't have to say anything. Awesome. That's the kind of relationship. She just turned 20. Yeah, okay. And I have nothing but good memories, and this is her when she was a little girl. Oh, okay. So that's why these pieces are so important, because they might not look like the grand, mural, but to me and to them, it was a beautiful experience. And we can come back and look at something cute and funny and fun, but it still has so much meaning. And that's what makes it good that we're doing this, because it definitely shows the story behind it, because I never would have knew the importance of her being on here, and actually the little small things, because electrical boxes, sometimes they like, oh, that looks nice, and you move on. But when you see so much on it, it makes you be like, okay, I gotta park and then go around and look at all the little things, Easter eggs that's around there. So thank you so much. So we're gonna move on to the next one, but I hope you come out here and look at this.